Hey, what's going on, everybody? We have made down here to Kilgore, Texas at the East Texas Hardware and Pro Shop, and today we are continuing the bow reviews. If you haven't seen any of the other ones we've dropped so far, be sure you go down and link in the comments below and you can see some of the bows we've already reviewed, and also subscribe to the channel while you're down there. Today we're going to take a look at the VXR 31.5. So the Mathews VXR 31.5, as name implies, 31.5 inches axle to axle, 6-inch brace height, 343 feet per second IBO. Again, has a switch weight technology which allows you to play with your maximum draw weight from 60 to 75 pounds by the change of a mod. You can also get this bow into a couple different let-off percentages, I think 80 and 85. Which again is done with the mod, so you select your let off, your draw length, and your maximum draw weight. Again, you still have 10 pounds of draw weight adjustments in your limb pocket. So if you get to 75 pounds, you can go to 65. You get to 60, you can go down to 50. You get to 65, 55, so on and so forth. Okay, one thing I didn't explain with the 28, the VXR stands for Vertex Extended Riser, so it's a lot longer riser. This actually has the same riser length, maybe it scopes longer than the Traverse, making it a very longer feeling axle to axle bow while keeping it at 31.5 inches axle to axle. So what we're going to do is we're going to get down to the mass weight, peak weight, and holding weight of this bow, and then we're going to run this thing through the chronograph, and we're going to give you some information on the draw cycle, the bow feedback, valley, back wall, etc. So right now this bow is advertised at 4.66 pounds. So let's see what the mass weight of that thing is. 4.8 pounds. It does have a whisker biscuit on it, which is going to be a couple of those ounces. We're at 4.7, so it does have that on there. So this bow is its advertised weight, which is nice. You know you're getting exactly what you're paid for. The peak weight and holding weight. We're at 69.2, holding 11. Alright, so we're going to get a feel for this bow right now. We're going to figure out see what the draw cycle's like. I have already shot the VXR 28. Obviously just drew this bow just now. Like the 28, it's very smooth into its draw cycle, which again it's a typical Mathews as far as that is concerned. But again, the grip, I would personally take this Engage over mold off and get me a set of side plates. I just feel that that would be a lot more comfortable versus this little bit rounded grip right here. So our peak weight, and then a really nice transition into the valley. We got just a little give in that back wall, but it's not bad whatsoever. I really like how this back wall feels. Obviously, super quiet, dead in the hand, and that's a term I feel is overused, but it really is a dead in the hand bow. There's very little feedback, like so little, like it's hard to describe what it is as how little feedback this bow gives you whenever you shoot it. Super quiet, super smooth on the release. It sits in your hand, it doesn't want to move. But yeah, I just can't get over how good this bow does feel. I'll let it down real quick. So you can walk this bow back down. That's a 70-pound bow. And you can just draw back. Even if you were looking straight down at something, you can walk that bow down and you're not going to be a noticeable herky-jerky type movement. Super smooth, drawing it back and letting it down. String angle is definitely way better than the 28 for me. I mean, this thing does not move. It has a little bit of oscillation out here on this 3D dampener, but it is so minimal. Stabilizer's taking that out. Most bear bows have just a little bit, and that's all this bow has. Is so minute, it's not a factor. That is the first look at the Mathews VXR. Now let's run it through the chronograph, starting with a 354 grain arrow. Mathews VXR 31.5. Through the chronograph with a 354 grain arrow. Like all the other tests, this bow is set at 30 inches, 70 pounds, so it should be somewhere in that 340 to high 330 mark. Let's run it through. .327, 354 grain arrow. Got a common gold tip hunter, 318 grains. 304, gold tip 300 Pierce, 482 grains. 283, 515 grain arrow. 276, 542 grain arrow. 270, 578 grain arrow. 261, Mathews VXR 31.5. Alright, so here are the final thoughts for my opinion on the VXR 31.5. It's a fantastic bow. This is a little bit better offering, I think, than the 28 for the obvious reasons for somebody in my frame. But it's a lot more comfortable to draw. The draw cycle to me is a little bit smoother as far as where the draw weight stacks. Again, the 28's not bad. I'm not saying that at all. But in comparison, I think this is a better shooting platform versus the 28. I apologize for the noise we're hearing. It is raining outside. It's a nasty day down here in East Texas. Good day to go to your bow shop. But back to the bow. This is just a solid offering. You're not going to go wrong picking up a VXR 28 or 31.5. The finish to me looks like it's getting better and better each year by Mathews, especially the Sitka. This is the Optifade, I believe. I'm not real knowledgeable on my Sitka patterns, but I believe this is the Optifade, maybe the EV2. But it is a super clean looking bow. The machining is what you expect from a Mathews, which is perfect. The 6-bridge riser design is super rugged looking. It looks really cool. You know, parallel limb bow, shoots phenomenal. I would really like to set one up and actually put a peep sight in sight and then really get to shooting this thing to see how well it tunes up. If y'all would like to see a video of something like that, drop it down in the comments below and we'll see if we can accommodate something like that. But this is an excellent offering and one of my favorite bows for 2020 for sure.